getting ready to lock someone in the sharpshooter, goes toe and start the car. Eh?
So how Brett got the bad ankle was the Nitro before. He came out, he cut one of his Brett I get screwed promos, but it was this time like you really felt legit because it is now going on. It's going on nearly 2 years since he's been at WCW, and you can.
And he's yet to win the title.
He's yet to win the world title. He's barely held the US title, and crappy feuds with Sting and Diamond Dallas Page were awful. But nevertheless, he's talking about being screwed out of the world title, how he should have had it from the start, which is as much shoot as as it is. I mean, he's speaking the truth. So Sting comes out, the heel Sting, mind you, and decides he has this great line. Sting is like, in this business,
Everyone gets screwed.
He has this line, is like, I forget, it comes up in the video package for his match with Hogan, but he has this really, sad line about how promises don't come true in the wrestling business.
He did say that, yeah.
And so in their match, Luger comes out with a bat, or takes Sting's bat, and he just crunches Luger's ankle with it. Mm-hmm. And that's why now Hart is nursing the injury heading into his match with the Total Package. Again, not Lex Luger.
Total Package.
Why are they doing that? I don't even remember that.
When I saw him come out, I heard the music and everything. I was like, is this their attempt at doing the narcissist? Like, they wanted to do...
He did the whole pose down in the ring.
And he wore the same narcissist shorter shorts.
Dude, and he looked fucking jacked.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen him look that good.
Oh, my God. I mean, good-looking man. I'm just going to say...
Yeah, he's got it.
Yep, there we go. Just got that out there.
I don't feel weird.
I think it moved a little, but I'm okay.
Get your dick out of your hand looking at this picture of the Total Package.
So, and I will say, I like the Total Package. I like TP's music.
Oh, is he Engine King now?
What was the music?
Well, it's like...
It
reminds me of like something out of Conan or something. Like, it's this epic music that's like, and it fits him, like, because still, like, even though he's the shittiest wrestler in the
bad
upper
bumper,
card,
bad.
I mean, his punches look so phony. The phoniest punches.
Oh,
yeah, but
really
he had that
bad.
awesome running clothesline that just.
Oh, he's got the steel plate in the forearm.
Steel plate in the forearm. My dad told me all about it when I was little. It's fascinating.
Remember in the Rumble game when you hit him with it, he'd
pose. Yeah.
And he's also, instead of turning into
and the guy would fly. He would fly across the ring.
You could eliminate somebody in the Rumble.
You could! If you did it right next to the ropes.
I remember I would continuously I'm going to backdrop somebody over the top rope into oblivion.
Oh, what a great game.
But as good as Luger's music is, the awful Bret Hart.
What is that?
I don't even know. I can't even describe it.
Son of the son of a hitman? I don't know. It was very bad.
They can't even attempt to rip off the Jim Johnson song.
They do it. They did it for Hogan.
They did it for Hogan.
They did like the.
It's got the same. It's got the same thing going on. And Bret's music is, to me, just as iconic as Hogan's. I love that driving guitar. And this thing is it's so generic. I mean, it beats.
It's custom BGM music for.
Right.
But the funny thing is, all of that aside, and aside the fact that we've ragged the MGM Grand crowd, they pop huge for Bret.
Sure.
It is the pop of the night.
Probably because there's a bunch of vacationing Canadians. Holy shit, it's that Bret Hart guy there.
Well, in my mind, they all talk like Bret Hart, so it's like, we just had to get out of the cold.
Get out of the cold. Come down to Las Vegas for
I'm down here in the desert.
Trying to escape the caribou for a little while. Typical WCW fashion.
No one knew the stupid finish.
The build.
So what's the build here?
They're building Bret as, and they keep mentioning it throughout the night, he is the guy chasing the WCW title. Even though he's in this match, he is still looked at as a guy chasing the belt. He is, even though it's not even close to the main event.
This ought to help his cred.
He's still, they talk about him like he is the biggest baby face in WCW at this point. That's the way they at least talk about him. And man, does he work the fuck out of Luger early. TP, the Total Package.
Yeah.
He beats the shit out of him early. All the classic Bret
It's just a bring back of '94. It just feels like he's getting revenge for
That's something I thought about. They do the spot.
This was the match. They do the Royal Rumble spot.
They do the spot.
Yeah, and I was like, is that an homage to Royal Rumble?
And because that's another thing I thought. We never got that match.
Never. Should have.
Maybe it was for the best.
Yeah. Looking at this fucking thing.
Because again, like we were talking about, Luger as just as good as he looked, his moves couldn't look any more fake.
All physique, no sell. That's Luger. His punches. I agree with you. They are the worst punches in all of professional wrestling.
We mentioned it earlier because of the Jeff Jarrett Buff Bagwell segment, but Liz is out there. Miss Elizabeth is his valet, and
I don't like two things. One, I don't like seeing her without Randy Savage. Two, I don't like seeing her in controversial, like weird storylines that don't involve Randy Savage.
So Randy Savage is key.
Randy Savage is key.
I agree.
I love Elizabeth. Like,
yes.
she is sacred.
The greatest. You can't. I know you can't call her a diva, but
she's the first lady of professional wrestling,
Yes.
and she is a lady. And when she gets caught up with this kind of crap with Luger. Like, Hogan and Savage was one thing. The Ric Flair storyline with Savage was cool because it wasn't true.
Right.
But you see how this crap that she's got going on with Luger, and it just doesn't go with her character.
I've never liked Liz subjugated. I know that's a
I don't
tough
know.
word
That's
to say,
it.
but like
That's it.
sad, depressed Liz in the NWO
Right.
didn't like her, and then when Macho joined the NWO and she lit up, man, they could have. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had whatever their personal stuff was going on, but it was just a completely change. It always made me feel very sad.
No, me
to
too.
see her upset.
and she looks sad.
She looks sad. To me, she was always above this kind of stuff.
Yes.
And should have been treated differently.
Right.
And WCW was just like, she's still hot. Let's subjugate her a little bit.
Oh yeah.
We got a couple more miles out of her.
But she does try to get involved. She tries to mess with Brett. She tries to create a distraction.
It goes over real well.
Yeah. No.
Did Ric Flair come out and like mouth rape her too at some point? No. I think she was the only lady that wasn't mouth raped by Flair.
All the while, though, Brett is still selling the ankle. He sells the ankle the entire match,
Like a pro.
like an absolute pro, exactly.
However, he's working with Lex Luger, technical mastermind, who just can't put together a.
All right, but then there's this weird moment. Then you have the bit with Elizabeth. Brett maintains control. He gets Luger back into the ring, and then I guess Lex decides, I need to.
What happened? It was like the referee told him something, and all of a sudden the match became something completely different.
Luger,
you guys gotta hurry up.
Not like it's an incredible amount of, not like it's an offensive onslaught, but he just basically I don't know, he zeroes in on the ankle, and then I remember, and I think even Bobby says it. Luger turns him over in a single leg crab, and even Bobby I think says he's not going to tap. He won't
No, it's insane. And I remember thinking, we probably got 5-10 minutes left in this match, and then out of nowhere. I had to rewind it
Taps
because
out.
I was like, "There's no way Brett just tapped out."
Clean.
This was a clean.
There you go.
Yeah. Bret Hart, the greatest technical wrestler of all time, loses clean to a tap out to a single leg Boston Crab
By
Lex
none
Luger.
by
other.
Lex
Not
Luger.
Lance Storm.
Yeah, not Lance Storm or anyone who could pull this move off with ease. This was awful.
This was so sad.
No.
This is the saddest. I mean, because I was thinking about, when throughout the match, I was like, okay, I know Brett gets the belt. I know that. At some point in this thing, Brett gets the belt. So that must mean he's got to start getting some wins.
No momentum.
None.
No, this was terrible, and I was really hoping to like this match. I was excited because I was like, hey, here's the match we never got.
Exactly.
And, anytime WCW at this point had ever done hey, remember that match you never got? Well, let's give it to you. And Brett fights Hogan at some point, and
Boy,
man, it sucks.
Isn't that a fun one?
Well, the first Hogan Flair was all right.
Oh, Bash.
Yeah,
that is a good.
but
match.
still, it was here's the.
But you knew Hogan was going to win. If Hogan had fought Flair at Mania 8, who would have won that?
I know.
Match? That seems really up in the air,
right?
Even to this day.
Sure.
But in WCW, he just got there. If it wasn't for the fact he had just gotten there,
If Brett hadn't told Terry to go fuck himself, we might have gotten that match in WWE like we were supposed to.
SummerSlam, we were arguing over the title. Yeah.
Went to this place. We shot some photos.
Vince was egging us on. Yeah, more.
kill him, kill him. You're gonna puke on me. You're gonna have a stroke. Oh, right, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
To the back.
To the back. Here we go.
Goldberg cozying up to Mike Tenay. but not just anywhere in the arena. The spot of the crime, where the pool of blood of softball Sid.
Where's the tape?
The chalk guy hasn't got there yet. CSI is very busy.
I mean, it's a hepatitis convention going on the floor as we see this the pool of blood that was from the Millennium Man, Sid Vicious.
Is this when Mike Tenay touches the pool of blood, and then like 8 months later, Jeremy Borash is born? Because he looks just like young Mike Tenay. I keep wondering, is this when the symbiote
This is when it all
just
started.
as annoying.
Yeah. I'm Jeremy Borash. I'm just as annoying, but without the knowledge.
That's right.
Here comes
Here's a T-shirt.
what comes up next. Here's another Russo winner.
What? Yeah. What the fuck?
Here we
is
go.
this?
Back to the ring. We get an entrance from the bikini-clad Medusa,
This is horrible.
sporting the WCW cologne. Did you remember did they ever release that? Was that
I think
legit?
it was a joke. I think it was Russo making fun of, because like 96, 97, before Sable got hot as like a wrestler, they would have her come out and pimp shit, and there was the cologne, the WWF cologne, and then there was the perfume and all that shit.
I vaguely remember that.
Because there was
maybe it was a slam.
Yeah, it was probably another slam, because she comes out. Doesn't she say it smells like bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why. So like she's walking out, and like I remember seeing this. And I was like, wow, because she's acting like this is okay. This is my job. I'm loving this. And I thought that was weird, because the Nitro before, she gets put into an evening gown match, of course, on the debut night of Russo and Ferrara. And she has one of those Bagwell worked shoot promos where she talks about how this is bullshit. And I mean, crediting herself as a legitimate women's wrestler,
Which she was.
absolutely.
Just ask Bull Nakano.
What a great dig!
Oh man.
It's too bad we never got like a Medusa China,
Oh yeah.
or a Medusa Trish, or Medusa Lita.
Yeah,
I just want to call out an old Jerry Lawler call that
Okay.
he used to say about her that I always remembered since I was a kid. Oh yeah, Alundra Blaze, $1 million body, 10-cent face,
Oh,
and it's still true at this point.
now
She
she's
looks.
a monster truck driver.
Is that what she's doing now?
I believe so.
she driving Gravedigger.
Oh no! That's what Michelle McCool's. Oh wait, no.
Wait. We're getting our shit. Our lines crossed. Yeah.
So all right, so but once she gets to ringside, she starts unloading
interesting.
again. And she's unloading about, again, how this is what she has to do. This is what life is for her now in WCW under the new creative. We hear it referred to as the guys up north, the powers that be. They don't really call them Russo and Ferrara, really. I don't think
just the powers that be.
but
They're
you
not
know who
on-camera
they're
characters.
We know who they're talking about here. But sure enough, the next bit is she takes the cologne and I don't know if Bobby was expecting it.
I don't think he was.
No.
He looked pretty pissed.
You got to say Bobby Heenan was trashing this cologne the entire time.
Yes.
And it was very weird. You know, because Bobby Heenan, because first of all, this is a heel thing to do that Medusa's doing, and Bobby Heenan's going completely against it.
Yes.
Which is very strange.
Right.
And then she just douses
I
it
mean,
with-
douse. And I will say, I love the way Shivani sells it, because you can tell he's legit laughing, because he's like, fuck, that was not supposed to happen. Maybe not like that. Maybe it was supposed to be like a one shot, and said, no, the whole thing. Where was the road agent? Where was the road agent in typical WCW fashion?
I wrote that at least 4 times. I just want to say that. Typical
Well,
WCW fashion.
You're about to use it a lot, because we are now heading
Are we going
into
into it?
this. From this point on now,
Oh,
this pay-per-view heads into territory that
It becomes something of mythical proportion
I
at
don't.
this point.
I'll be honest. When I saw this happen, this last chunk of the pay-per-view, I don't remember a pay-per-view devolving into such utter fucking
the order
chaos.
gets so thrown out, because like we were talking about
the order
earlier,
of matches?
the order,
like the
like
way
the
it
order.
should have
Right.
gone?
It's like, so your World Heavyweight Championship.
We're back. Oh,
Yeah,
that's next.
here.
That's next. The
But
7th
this-
match.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get to where this
Yeah.
gets screwed up in a sec, because we get our first video package.
Can I make a comment about this video package? Okay, so Medusa is on air, and she says this is bullshit, and it doesn't get bleeped, nothing, and then it goes to the video package, and Hulk Hogan says, I don't remember in what context, but he says ass,
And they bleep it.
and they fucking bleep it.
Like,
Like
he's
what
not
kind of
Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He can't.
So-
cuss.
Oh, he's still the good guy.
Well,
Like,
this is-
So here's a problem that we run into to this day. This is the world heavyweight title match,
Yes.
and it's not the main event.
and this was the match of the century
Oh my
2
God.
years ago.
2 years ago, the most hyped match, the biggest build to a
18
WCW
months.
match
Yeah.
ever. And now, because I'll be honest, I had no clue that these guys had this
Didn't
match.
remember this at all.